Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing awesome. Alright, so it is Saturday and we're gonna do some crazy live streams. So yeah, let's go do it to it. We'll do some live racing. We're gonna be running the Terzo Millennial. I probably say that name wrong all the time. I see we got a bunch of people in here. What's up, Paul Jr.? We got K-Stone, Coolburn. We got COD Mobile, Jedi Boss, Leroy, Guy, Eddie, Michael Rose. Awesome to see you guys today. Thank you all for coming out. I know we got more people. We got a Clavia. What's up, buddy? Dark Aura, how's it going? Jacob, Click Fast. Nice to see all of you guys today. Alright, almost got this thing ready. Then we'll go into the live racing lobby. Just trying to make sure I can read your comments pretty good. So I think I got those up on the screen. And I think we're probably ready to rock and roll. My streaming software is acting a little funny. There we go. Now we got her. Now we got her. So I think we're ready to do it to it. Sunday, yes, Sunday. Jensen, thank you. I guess I said the wrong day. PK, how you doing? We got Leroy Jenkins. We got Mechanic Rat. Miguel says, can you start the wild card? Yeah, let me go ahead and do that right now. Let's go over to the crew hangout and get this thing going. Let's get this bad boy rolling. Alright, wild card 70, but bam, we got big points going now. Yes, yeah. Alright, Josh plays. What's up, buddy? It's going pretty good. How about yourself? What do I use for CSR? Okay, so if you want to play on your PC, you would need to have an Android account, and then you can download an Android emulator like LD Player or BlueStacks. Yeah, Miguel, if you don't mind letting them know, that would be great. Thank you. I kind of feel like BlueStacks works better for CSR and LD Player works better for some other games, but I kind of switch back and forth between the two of them because on some updates one may be better than the other. It's kind of a weird deal, but let's go get into the live racing lobbies. Let's go do the live races. We got David. What's up, Uncle Broken Down? Alrighty. Where is the live racing? There we go. There we go. There we go. How much money have I spent on CSR? I'm going to guess in the 5 or 6 years I've been playing, maybe $100, $120. I mean, every once in a while there's a car that I really want and I'll buy it for 20 bucks, but that's about it. There's probably been, I don't know, like 3 or 4 cars I bought for around $20 just because I like the car. But I barely spend any money on the game. I can't really afford it. YouTube channels my size aren't making huge amounts of money. I mean, we make a little bit, but it's not like a giant amount, so I can't afford to buy too much stuff on games, unfortunately. I would buy more if I could afford it, but it doesn't really cost that much money to play this game, honestly. Alright, so I got a bad run there and I lost. Andy Style, what's up? We got Miguel. Alright, let's do it to it. Normally, if I spend money on anything, it's some sort of piece of equipment that I think might improve the YouTube channel a little bit, so I don't really spend a lot of money on other stuff, I'll tell you. I think I'm gonna lose. Oh my gosh. He got me. We're at 12.123. Max the Gamer, what's up, buddy? How are you? Football is going well. PK bought the Lamborghini Huracan, and right after I got a 4-star Dodge. What Dodge is it? I don't think most of the Dodge cars are that good, so depends on which one you got, I think. As far as I really remember, there's one really good Dodge in the car, or one really good Dodge in the game, which was, I think, a paid car. Alright, ClickFast says, what's my opinion on the new Mustang Dark Horse? I don't know anything about it yet, honestly. Anna, how's it going? Nice to see ya. PK, alright, catch you in a bit. I think on this car, I actually want to let go of the gas around number 2, if I remember correctly. But this is a really cool car, actually. I think it runs a better time if I let go of the gas on number 2. But I think it's my turn to lose, right? So let me slow down and give him the win. Freak Show 3, how's it going? Alright, so Anna says the RS7 Sportsback took all of the keys and I don't have it. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no guarantee you're going to get one of those Prestige Cup cars unless you can have 750 keys to pull to loyalty. I mean, my advice to everybody is don't spend your keys. Like, save all of your silver keys for a couple of months. I know it's hard to do, but if you can save all of your silver keys for a couple of months, I'm telling you, it will be really worth it in the long run. Then you'll probably stop struggling to get the cars at that point. So when I first got into this game, I was constantly struggling to get those cars, and I was always out of keys. And one of the guys in my crew said, hey, maybe you should save your keys for a couple of seasons. And I did that, and that was probably one of the best things I've ever done. And ever since that, I've been really stingy with my keys, and it's paid off. Now I got so many, I don't even know what to do with them all, honestly. Jensen got one on the first pull. Nice, nice. Sometimes you get lucky and that happens, but not always. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I'm telling you, man, that must be his go-to live racing car. Miguel, every time I see you live racing, man, you're in that thing. Or is it just because it's tuned to the right time? That's a really cool looking car, actually. Oh, nice. Comet's gonna max out the Bugatti Bullard. That's sweet, dude. How you doing, man? Nice to see ya. Ah, Miguel's got it tuned to match me. Gotcha. In general, is that a good live racer? It's a really cool looking car. I really like the way it looks. I don't have one, but it looks amazing. Freak Show says, do I plan on getting the Huna Pegasus? I'm not sure yet. I don't know if the car is any good, but as much as I would like to have the next Kin Block car, I'm not really sure. If it's extremely good, maybe. Maybe. Depends on how good of a live racing setup it has. I haven't got to test it out yet. If it's just kind of okay, there's got to be something that really stands out about it before I spend my money on it. Because, like I said, I got to be really careful with money on my budget, so it's got to be amazing. If it's super amazing at live racing, then yeah, I might pick it up. The SLT Super Stock, what the heck is that? Let me look that up really fast. I'm not familiar with an SRT Super Stock. Come on. I'm having some problems. SRT Super Stock. Let me look at this really quick. Oh my god. I'll tell you if this is any good in just a second. What's up, Odom? What's up, Fred? So it looks like it's a car that's going to run about 7.9s, which isn't too terribly bad. So what's going to be better, this or the Huracan? Well, the Huracan's probably going to be a lot easier to get parts for than this, I would think. This is a pretty decent car. I mean, this doesn't really look like a car that really stands out above the rest that much, but it looks pretty decent, right? I wouldn't say this is a great car, but it looks okay. Now, the Huracan's got a lot better acceleration and stuff like that. So that's one big plus about that Lamborghini Huracan, is the acceleration is crazy quick. So when you get into those like sprint races, that Huracan can do the sprint races really well. But for your average player, I think the Huracan is one of the best cars to use for beating the Tempest bosses and stuff like that. That's really the only reason we recommend the Huracan, is for getting through Tempest. I mean, you can keep buying those and stripping those to get parts and stuff like that, so they're great for that type of thing. What's up, Carlos? What's up, George? What is the top speed for the 16? Are you talking about the Devil or the Devil 16? I actually don't know offhand, but it's very fast. I made a video about it recently. But it's one of the faster cars in the 400-ish mile per hour range. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's up there in the high 400s. I do know that. Very fast car. Comet says 443 miles per hour. Paul Jr. says, I don't have any cars running 12.2 at the moment. I have cars that run faster, but I don't want to downgrade. Sometimes all you gotta do is just, you know, tweak the transmission or something, and then when you're done, put it back. So I mean, I tune cars specifically for these live streams. Mon, what's going on? Paul says, stop pulling once you get the PC car to save keys. That's a very good point. I mean, once you get one, I don't really think there's any reason to keep going, honestly. Some people do, and I've never really understood why. Unless they need the parts or something. Unless they really need to strip it for parts, I'm not sure why they would keep going, but a lot of people do. Anna says, whenever I see a Porsche in the game, it's faster by 4 seconds. Normally, most of the Porsches in this game aren't that great at live racing. Maybe you're talking about like a showdown or something. I'm not sure. Hippo, what's going on? How are you? 3, 2, 1, go. Max says the 911 Turbo S 992 is running a Dyno Buster tune. Yeah, there's a lot of cars you can tune to do some pretty crazy stuff. I need to buy some gas here, so let me fill up my gasoline. So stars don't really determine how fast the car is. There are some 5-star cars that are very slow and crappy, so stars really just matter. The only thing the stars really change is how much RP you earn. When you win a live race, the more stars, the more RP you're going to get. So a tier 5 car with 5 stars and over 1,000 EVO points will earn a really nice amount of RP. But stars are really just a rarity rating. Like, the more stars, the more rare the car is. I mean, there's some 3 stars out there that are faster than some 5-star cars, so yeah. But normally, the more stars, the more fusion parts you can hold as well. So let's just say you have a car with 0 stars and a car with 1 star. The car with 1 star is going to hold a couple more fusion parts. Or if you got like a 3-star car versus a 5-star, generally the 5-star car will hold more fusions, but that doesn't necessarily mean the 5-star car is going to be fast. There's quite a few 5-star cars that are very disappointing in this game. So stars really do a couple of different things, but they're not always, that's not really the thing you want to look at as far as how fast the car is. Generally, the more EVO points, the faster the car. Like if you see a car that's got over 2,000 EVO points, generally that's going to be very fast. Sure Ali, hey, what's up buddy? How are you doing? So PK, yeah, you can actually, if you get elite tokens, you can add stars to the Huracan. The Huracan's not a good live racing car though. I don't know if the Dodge is a good live racer or not, but the Huracan's not great at live racing unless you do like a very special tune on it. See, there's only some, like, the majority of cars in this game are not great at live racing. There is some really amazing live racers, and there's a bunch of cars that suck at it. So, if you're looking for a live racing car, you gotta get one of those cars that really just do great at live, and there's only so many of those out there. You really want the high performance point, low EVO tune setups. I think I said that wrong. The low performance point high EVO tune setups. There we go. Those cars will beat live racing without having to ever change lobbies. That's the beauty of those. You don't have to change lobbies. They'll always stay in the same lobby, and you never have to reset the car if you can find a good low performance point high EVO tune for a car. So Comet says the Dodge SRT Superstock is a good live racer. And yeah, Comet knows a lot about the game, so I would definitely trust him on that one. I'm not familiar with the car. I don't know if I ever made a video about it or anything, but yeah, if Comet says it's a good live racer, I would say it probably is. Mike, how's it going? How's your day today, bud? So basically it's like this. The Lamborghini Huracan is great for beating Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3 if you have enough parts on it. After that, you'll probably never use it again unless it's used for like a showdown or some sort of event. Eddie, we have no idea, my friend. We've been waiting for Tempest 4 for years. Honestly, we're not sure if it's ever going to show up. Several times they've made hints that they were going to bring it out. They started talking about the new Tempest and how it was coming soon, and then it never showed up. And then like the following year, they talked about it and gave out some hints. Oh yeah, get ready for the new Tempest, guys. And then the Tempest never showed up. So honestly, we don't know if it's ever going to come out. Joan, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Yeah, Dark, that LC500 tune should be really good. Alright, so Paul Jr. says, I have my 2015 GTR for live racing, stage 4 transmission and tires as a rocket ship off the line, but can only do 139 per hour. They don't color Godzilla for nothing. Uh-oh. Opponent disconnected. Alright, here we go. Let's do it to it. Go, little car, go, little car, go. Go, little car, go, little car, go. And, ooh, I got it. I got it. If I missed anybody's comments, I'm sorry. I try to read through everybody's comments, but sometimes they scroll past before I can see them, you know? I try to see them all, but sometimes I miss a few. Eddie says, have I paid for a season pass? I have not bought a season pass yet. But if there's ever a season pass where I really want the cars in it, I might actually buy one. I mean, I think it's worth it for the most part. If you like the stuff that's in the pass, it's worth it. That's going to be personal preference, though, whether or not you think it's worth it. So you kind of got to look at what the prizes are and say, hey, are they any good? Now, this season pass, I'm not really excited about any of the cars that are in there, so I'm not even trying to finish it. I could care less. I'm not going to buy this one, but maybe next one will have some cars in it that I actually like. I don't know. So yeah, I think it's totally worth it if you're into the things that are in it. Nexus says, how's it going? Yeah, like Fred says, there's free stage 6 parts for any car that you choose. So that is kind of cool. Like, that's almost worth it for just that right there, honestly. But I know you get a couple of stage 6 parts. You get some fusions you can install on whatever. I mean, there's a lot of cool things about that race pass. But I mean, for $10, if you can complete the pass for $10, I mean, it's not so bad. If you can't complete it, then you might want to think twice about it. So what I would do is, if you do plan on buying it, I would make sure I can complete it before I bought it. Alright, Paul finished the race pass a couple of days ago and got the Wyra Roadster. Ah, nice. Nexus has got the Shaq's car. Alright, so just be aware the Shaq's car is not a good car. It looks awesome, but it's kind of terrible, so I wouldn't put too many resources into it, honestly. I would not put too many resources into that car. Hyper, how you doing? He says, I'm struggling with the Elite Tuners parts. I'm stuck on KJ's challenge. Any tips? Well, okay, so when you're trying to beat KJ's challenge, I think you're talking about Tempest, right? I assume you're talking about using the Elite Tuners car to beat Tempest. Unfortunately, sometimes you just have to stop and be patient and wait till your car is fast enough. I mean, most of us get stuck on these bigger events. These events are designed to take a long time to finish. These aren't designed to do overnight. So, for example, it took me about almost a year, I would say about 8 months to get through Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3. Legends took me about a year and a half, and Elite Tuners, I'm still like 2 upgrades away from finishing Elite Tuners, so it's been over 2 years and I'm still not done with the Elite Tuners events. Sometimes you just gotta wait and be patient until your cars are fast enough, and I know that's hard to do sometimes, but unfortunately that's how it works. So if you're trying to get more tokens to upgrade your Elite Tuners car, you need to run a lot of showdowns and do all the Elite Tuners events, because those give out the tokens for it. And it takes a really long time to save them up. John B says, can you play with the CUDA Torque? I don't even think I have one of those. Or if I do, it's not upgraded at all. The majority of the cars that I own are not upgraded because you cannot afford to upgrade every car in the game. It would take like billions and billions of game cash to upgrade every car, so it's kind of not possible to have them and have them all upgraded on your account. I wish I could, that would be awesome, but I actually want one of those CUDA Torques really bad, but I don't even think I have one. Those are cool cars. I forget, I think it's my turn to lose maybe? I lost track right there, so I'm just going to go slow and let him win. Yeah, Paul, that's where I was stuck on too. I was waiting for that one last stage 6 part for my Countach. One day I opened a bronze crate and Donna gave me a stage 6 part for the Countach. I threw it on and I finished Legends. I was like, yes, that's awesome. Zeus, how's it going? Comment, you used Max's video for what? Dark says the down tune on the LC500 is awesome. That's not really a down tune. Down tunes are very different than the low performance point high evo tunes. Down tunes are dyno busters where you beat the crap out of your dyno. Low performance point high evos are tunes that allow you to win live races without beating the dyno. So those are very different things. Generally, down tuners are the guys that make their car beat dyno by like 3 seconds, and then they go into live racing and bet people and steal all their money. So I'm not, I don't like down tunes. I don't really promote down tunes. If people didn't use them wrongly, they would be okay, but there's a lot of people that will go in and they'll rob all the new players of their game cash with the down tunes, which is not the right thing to do. But that's why I don't really ever show or support the down tunes, because there's a lot of rotten people out there that will go and screw over the lower league players or the new players or whatever, and that's not right. Leroy says, I'm beating my dyno a lot on the stream. Am I? Are you sure? I wasn't paying any attention. My dyno should be a 12.2. I thought this car, I don't really think it's... Let me pay attention to what time I run here. I mean, I didn't really remember this car beating dyno by much, so I haven't been paying attention. Ooh, I guess I have been beating it by a lot, okay. Thank you for letting me know, because, yeah. I'm gonna have to make sure when it's my turn to lose that I run nice and slow so they don't push me into the lobbies. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run real slow for the next couple of losses, because we don't want to get pushed into the faster lobbies there. I haven't driven this car in a while. This is actually a really cool car. But yeah, if you get your launch just right, this one will beat the dyno by a lot. I kind of forgot about that. 3, 2, 1, go. If you don't launch it properly, then it doesn't beat the dyno. But yeah, this thing is set up to beat people up. Dark says, when will you make a video for the next milestone and Prestige Cup car? Well, I've already got... Are you talking about this season's Prestige Cup car? I should already have a video for that up, I do believe. We recently got that as a milestone prize car not too long ago, and normally I would have made a video for it, so I am going to need to double check, but I'm pretty sure there's a video for that car already. Probably tomorrow I'll be working on a video for the Prestige Cup car. I mean the milestone prize car. You know what? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure there's a video for that. Danny Lightning RS7. Yeah, I've got the, wait, that's the ABT RS7. Oh, wow. Maybe I never made a video for this car. Probably tomorrow. You know what? I'll have to double check, but probably tomorrow I'll put one of those out then. I kind of thought I had one already. All right. I've got one for the ABT RS7, which I think is a different car. Alright, yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll start working on videos for those. I apologize. I could have swore I've already made one. I looked at the wrong car. David, thanks, buddy. Dark says, I'm not going to get the Kin Block Porsche. Why not, my friend? Why not? Do you not like pink? Personally, I don't really like it in pink. I'm not a big fan of pink cars. Maybe if it was like neon pink, but yeah. I don't like that color of pink. Alright, so I don't know how it works on Windows, but you would need to download something called BlueStacks. And BlueStacks, you would sign into it like you do on your Google account through the Google Play Store. And then you can download the game on BlueStacks and play it on BlueStacks. So basically it's a Android emulator. So there's no PC version of this game. You just have to have the Android emulator, which allows you to play the PC games on your, the Android games on your PC. Gilbert, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Nice to see you, and thank you. Comment says something about a 992. Yeah, I guess there's some cars that people can figure out how to tune to do some crazy things, Anna, unfortunately. Those are probably the down tuners. So if you use iOS, there's no way to play iOS games on your PC that I know of. iOS doesn't allow that type of thing. My understanding is iOS makes so you can't do a lot of things with their products. One of the reasons I'll never own an Apple is they're like a bunch of stingy butts, man. I don't know. Like, for example, they've even made so with their phones you can't use Bluetooth game controllers. Why would they do that? I'm very anti-Apple for many reasons, but yeah. I don't like Apple. Like, I don't like them as a company, honestly. Their phones may be nice and they may run good, but them as a company, like the things they do, I don't like it. I don't care for it. So I'll never own a iOS device. But yeah, my understanding is there's no iOS emulator because Apple makes so it can't happen. Now, if they wouldn't do that, there probably would be an iOS emulator, and we would be able to play the iOS games on the PC too, but alright, so one thing they did, and this was proven, and they got sued big time, right? I'm just gonna give you an example. It happened to my mom's device. So my mom had an old school iPad, and I thought she was nuts. Her and my dad were going on about how the new update happened and Apple ruined their iPad and it made it slow and crappy and it didn't run right. And oh, they intentionally did it with the update. And I said, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy, Mom. Your iPad's probably just old and wearing out, right? That's what I told her. I don't know, a year later, maybe 2 years later, something that came out on the news that people proved that Apple intentionally made people's devices, old devices, run crappy. Somebody was able to prove it. They got sued. They lost, but I mean, they'll probably never do that again, but they actually did that. I mean, that's just one of the horrible things about Apple. Like I said, they make so you can't use Bluetooth game controllers on their devices. I mean, there's a lot of things that they've done that are completely rotten. So I can't stand them as a company. I think they're a horrible company, in my opinion. I'm not going to really get too much more into it, but things like that. Like, I'll never own a Apple device again. But yeah, I thought my mom was a crazy person when she was telling me, oh, they ruined my device with the update. You know what I mean? I thought she was completely out of her mind. And then I remember seeing on the news that, hey, Apple did this. There's a giant lawsuit. I'm like, what? My mom wasn't crazy. Alright, one more here, then we'll go back out to the lobby. Alright. Well, you know, I mean, some of you guys may like your Apple devices, but I don't. That's just me. I'm just not into Apple stuff. I'm a big fan of Android. There are some things about Android that kind of suck, but I like them. The only thing I don't like is every Android's kind of like open source. So every phone company can make their own version of Android. So they take Android and they change it into their own operating system. So each phone company kind of has a slightly different version of Android, which kind of messes things up for gaming. So when a game comes out on Android, the game manufacturer has to optimize that game for each company's separate operating system, plus all the different processors and stuff. So that makes certain things a real pain for developers and getting certain games to run well on Android. So in my opinion, that's the one real major issue. I kind of think Android should just make a stock operating system and not allow people to change it, and that would be a lot easier for like the gaming companies and the apps and stuff that make the Android programs. Because I know some the other game I play, I'm kind of like sponsored by the company that makes the game, and I talk to the developers and I hear a lot of the crazy stuff they have to do to get their game working properly on Android devices. And for example, like one of my phones, the game was running like complete trash on my phone. They're like, oh, what phone do you have? What processor is in it? Yada, yada, yada. And I told him, and I got a message back 5 or 6 minutes later saying, go play the game now. We had to optimize it for your device. And then the game ran perfectly afterwards. So that's the only thing I don't like about Android, is there's some weird stuff that goes on with that. Yeah, War Robots. Yeah, my other YouTube channel is kind of sponsored by the game manufacturer. Not really sponsored, but like I talk to them, they give me an account I can use and stuff like that to make videos with, which is cool. I mean, they don't pay me anything. I think technically if you're sponsored, you get paid, which I don't. But it's kind of like being sponsored by them, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not really sure exactly what you call that, honestly. Yeah, Ark, that would be sweet. I would love to get sponsored by CSR, but I don't think they're ever going to do it. I've tried to contact them a few times. They never wrote me back. So comment you like Android better. Alright, so Paul Jr. had an Apple device for almost 6 years. Well, 6 years is a very long time to own something like that. So, honestly, if your device ran good for 6 years, you had a really good run on it. I mean, that's great, honestly. I think I just saw something about... Yeah, Leroy says... BlueStacks, but the crashing drove me nuts. Leroy, how long ago was it you were playing on the BlueStacks? The newest version of BlueStacks rarely ever crashes. I've got LD Player and I got BlueStacks both, and I rarely ever crash on either one. Now, back in the day, I used to have a bunch of crashing on both of them, but they've recently updated to better versions of BlueStacks and LD Player. So Dark wants to know what happened to Millie. So Millie got a job working for them, and they told him having the YouTube channel was a conflict of interest. So in order to take the job, he had to stop the YouTube channel. But yeah, he's one of the guys that I think he designs the cars. I think he's one of the designers that does the graphics for the cars now. I can't remember exactly what he does, but he's working for them currently. Melon, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the swaps, my friend. Max says, Millie's on the car team. Ooh, I beat Dino by a lot. Yeah. Leroy stopped using BlueStacks about 5 months ago. I'm not really sure when the new versions came out, but they're much better. BlueStacks used to be complete crap. Now it's actually pretty good. Like, BlueStacks was horrible for a long time, but now it's really nice. I don't know if I would really say he's responsible for all of our cars, because I'm sure there's probably a team of people working on that, I would imagine. But he definitely has a lot to do with the way the cars look and all that stuff. So I don't really know all the details. But yeah, I mean, they got different teams of people for different type of tasks, you know. Nick, how's it going? I gotta pee, so I'm gonna do a couple more races here, and then I gotta run to the PP. Oh, that didn't come out right. I gotta run and take a PP. How about that? I had like 3 or 4 cups of coffee this morning, so yeah. Art says, isn't a Mach-E an electric drag car? Well, I don't know if it's a drag car, but it's an electric car, yeah. I believe the Mach-E is electric. You talking about that Mustang? It's like, to me, that thing looks like an SUV or something in real life. What? The Mustang Mach-E? Is that what you're talking about? I can't remember if it's my turn to win or not. Oliver, how's it going, buddy? He says, why do you late shift? Well, you may be surprised to hear this, and I don't really understand it myself, but the little shift lights that they give you that give you perfect shifts, normally those aren't the good places to shift at. Normally, if you shift on those, the car is going to run slower. So every car has a very different shift pattern, and normally the launch and the shifts aren't where they tell you they're supposed to be. Carlos says, how do you reset a live car? Run a lot of live races going slower than the dyno time. Now, how many times you have to do that depends on how many times the car has been pushed. I mean, it might take you 20 live races, it might take you 70, depending on, you know, how many times the car has been pushed into the faster lobbies. So, resetting a car seems to take longer than it used to. Unfortunately, it used to be like 10, 20, 30 races, you'd be back to where you want it to be, but it seems to take longer now. Mo Cabin, I'm probably saying that wrong, but hello. So Oliver says, how can you know the shift pattern on your car? So most of us who figure out shift patterns, we sit there and we just try different things over and over and over till we seem to find the fastest one. I mean, sometimes it can take a few or several hours to get a shift pattern on a car down. So there's a bunch of us YouTubers who do shift patterns on the car. So the only thing is, most of the YouTubers only show you the maxed out tune. And the maxed out tune may not be the same way your car needs to be shifted if you've got less parts installed. So when I do one of those videos, I try and do a stage 5 and a stage 6 tune, but it gives you a pretty good idea of where the car needs to be. And then you kind of have to play with yours. If your parts don't match or yours is a little bit different, you might have to play with it a little bit, but it'll give you a really good idea of how to shift the car. Alright, I gotta run to the bathroom, guys, so I will be right back. I shall return in just a minute, but I gotta pee like crazy, so I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Give me a minute, I shall return. Alright, I'm back. I have returned. I have returned. Alright. Alright, alright. Okay. Let's go back out to the lobby. Oliver says, "Oh, thank you. What are you doing? You're racing the same person." Well, people like to swap races on the live stream, so usually you trade wins when swapping. A lot of people like to do that. It's just usually it's a pretty quick and easy way to get respect points and stuff like that, so there's a lot of people out there that swap just because they can get a lot of respect points for their crew really fast doing that. Alright, Gilbert says, "Wow, I'm not in the lobby anymore." Yeah, you know, sometimes the game will move you around, I've noticed. Especially if you're beating your dyno time or running too slow. The game will often adjust where you're at. But it sucks when you're in a lobby and then all of a sudden it moves you and you're like, man, I didn't want to go to the other lobby. Yeah, Gilbert said, "I went too fast." That'll get you. Ark says, "Danny, there is no video." Thank you. Quentin says, "Swapping eats up all your gold." Yeah, it can. A lot of guys will watch all the videos for ads. Or the ads for videos, or whatever it is. You watch the ad to get gold. That's what I mean. I think I said it wrong the first and second time. Third time was a charm. But yeah, I mean, swapping can definitely eat up your gold. Or some guys will just pop on for like 10 minutes and swap a tank of gas and come back an hour later. Swap a tank of gas, come back an hour later. Some people will sit there and spend all their gold. So it's definitely personal preference how you want to do that. But swapping does have a lot of advantages, right? The main advantage of swapping to me is this. Let's just say I have a full tank of gas. I'm going to go in there and do 10 races. Well, I've got to connect to 10 different players. And sometimes they reject. There's a lot of times where the game glitches out and won't let you connect to them. Sometimes it'll take you 30, 40 minutes to race 10 races when you're not swapping. So when you're swapping, you can connect to one person and just trade wins real quick, and then you don't have to worry about all that junk once you connect to somebody. But the game's got a lot of weird glitches and issues which sometimes make just simply live racing a tank of gas by yourself take forever. PK says, "Danny, should I buy the Bugatti Atlantic Concept?" I would say only if you need it for the event. Like if you need to do the event, yeah, sure. But I don't really like that car. I don't know if anybody else likes that car, but I didn't really like it. I don't really remember why I didn't like it. I just know I didn't like it. But if I remember correctly, it was kind of a crappy car. Now that Bugatti that's in the gold crates, ooh, that's a nice car. If anything, you should try to get the one out of the gold crates. That's a really cool car. I made a video on that recently, and I'm going to tell you what, I liked it. I'm kind of thinking about opening my gold crates to get one just because it's a really good car. At least for live racing, it should do really good for live. I don't really have a reason to get it, but I kind of want it. Dark says it was a showdown prize car. Which one? The Atlantic? 3, 2, 1, go. Oliver says, can you glitch gold coins and or money? If you can, I don't know how to do it. One thing about using glitches in this game, if the game finds out you're using glitches, they can ban your account. So if you do find some sort of a glitch, be very careful using it. Quentin B says it does look nice. Dark's trying to find me in the Amira. Yeah, some days the game doesn't really cooperate when you're trying to find your friends in the lobby. Some days it does, some days it's like, nope. Hyper says, are you a cannabis user? Nope, no I'm not. Do I think it should be legal? I don't see a problem with it, honestly. I don't see why it's illegal. I mean, drinking beer is probably much worse than that, honestly. I mean, drunk drivers go out and crash cars all the time, and people get mean when they're drunk. People who smoke cannabis just kind of like watch movies, get the munchies, and laugh a lot. So, plus it's actually better for your health than drinking beer. So honestly, if you really think about it, there's a lot of good uses for it for medical reasons and things like that. So it's not something I like or not something that I'm into, but I think it should be legal, honestly. I don't see a reason for it to be illegal besides, I'm not even sure, but back in the day, you'd be amazed. Like back in the day in like the the 30s or the 20s or something, there was a lot of medication and stuff made with or out of cannabis type of stuff. And there's a lot of like backing from way back then to now that's saying it really helps people with certain things. So yeah, I mean, people with medical reasons, I think it's kind of cool. Paul Jr. says there's a race pass glitch where you can get more than one car or something. Huh. So Oliver wants to know if you should shift gears perfect or... Well, it depends on which car you're driving. All the cars are different. Depends on the car. Normally, you're either going to do perfect shifts or you're going to shift right before the red line. I mean, there's some cars where you launch, then you go second, third, fourth nitrous as fast as you can, get into fourth gear. There's other cars where you might shift into second gear instantly, shift into third gear at 4,000 RPMs. I mean, some of these cars have very weird and very wacky shift patterns, so every car is very different. You gotta find out what that car wants. It could be late shifts, it could be early shifts, it could be crazy shifts. I mean, some cars you hit the nitrous on 7th gear, some cars you hit the nitrous on 1st gear, some you hit it on 3rd. There's way too many variables to really... Every car is very, very, very different. How about that? That's the easiest way to put it. Hyper, glad you're enjoying the stream, buddy. All right. But most of the cars, when you shift right before the red line. Not all cars, but most, okay? Now, if I had this car tuned differently, I would be driving this car very differently. Like if this car were maxed out, it would have a completely different shift pattern to it. Like the way I'm shifting this car right now is only for live racing. The live racing setup I have, this is the way it works for this car. But yeah, there's a lot going on with this stuff. Like, it seems like this should just be a really simple game. I mean, you run down the track, you shift a couple of times, bam, you win the race, you lose the race, whatever it is. But there's so much information and so many things you need to learn how to do on this game. It's crazy. Like, tuning is insane. Like, tuning can be insane. Shifting cars can be crazy. I mean, there's just a lot to it. A lot. So, Oliver, it depends on what you're trying to do with the keys, but my advice is always be very, very stingy with your resources. You want to save up a lot of keys if possible. So, especially your silver keys. What I tell everybody is stop spending silver keys completely and save until you get like 2,000 of those babies. I mean, you should be able to get about 500 or 600 keys per season. I'm not really sure what a new player can earn, but I can usually earn like 500 to 600 silver keys per season. So, what I did is after I got to a certain point on the game where I didn't really need to be opening those crates, I stopped and I saved for, I don't know, a month or 2 or 3, not really sure how long it took. And next thing I know, I had a bunch of keys and I never struggled to get the Prestige Cup cars again and stuff like that. So you definitely want to be very stingy with your resources. What's up, Mojo Motoman? How are you today? Hope you have a great day, buddy. Catch you later. But Oliver, I got playlists on my channel that cover almost everything in the game. I mean, I got playlists about what to do with your resources. We got the CSR Basics playlist. We got how to drive different car playlist. We got Legends playlist, Tempest playlist. Pretty much everything in the game is covered. I mean, a lot of those videos are old and I made them a long time ago, but the majority of those old videos are still very relevant. I mean, when it comes to most of that stuff, not a lot has changed. The game hasn't really changed much over the years other than new cars and events being added, you know. 3, 2, 1, go. I forget. Is it my turn to win or lose? I totally forget, but I think I'm going to lose this one, and then after this race, we'll go back out to the lobby and let somebody else get a chance to race me. Alright, one more. That was my turn to lose then. JP, what's up, buddy? You want turd tacos? Oh my gosh. Dave Black, what's up, what's up? How you doing, my friend? I don't think I would really want any turd tacos if I had the choice. If I went somewhere and they said, hey, would you like turd tacos with that? I would probably say no, thank you. No thank you on the turd tacos. Keys Inc., what's up, buddy? How are you? Jan says, please do the RS7 Sportsback tune. Yeah, you know, I'll probably make that tomorrow. I will probably get that out tomorrow. I'll start messing with that car tonight, get it all figured out as far as if there's a live racing setup and a good stage 5 setup and all that stuff. And yeah, probably put the video out in the morning. I am hungry. I'm very hungry. It's kind of funny, but every live stream in the morning, I get really hungry. I always end up talking about food because I'm hungry. Alright, well. Ooh, look at that. Wow. He's got the 6-second Camaro. That's a beautiful car. I wish I had that one. That is such a cool looking car. And what happens here? Ark's got a lot of turd tacos, I guess. That's not good. Hyper says, stop talking about food. Dark, you out of here, man? If so, catch you later. Good seeing ya. Paul, I mean, about not wanting to skip seasons to save the keys, I mean, sometimes you kind of have to. So what I did when I was saving my keys is I did a lot, and I mean a lot of live racing. I did as much live racing as I could. I still earned about 1 million respect points every season when I was doing it. So I would say for about 4 or 5 seasons, I busted my butt live racing. Just so I could earn the RP, and I saved all my keys. And it kind of sucked in a lot of ways, but it was worth it. I mean, I didn't do any Prestige Cups during those 4 or 5 seasons or whatever it was, but it was totally worth it. One of the best things I've ever done. Ark says, how is that car street legal? Which car? Quentin B's got 21,000 silver keys. Holy moly. Not bad. I don't think I have that many. I've been saving mine up like crazy, but I don't think I have that many. Gilbert says it's not. JP, that sounds yummy, my friend. Anna says the Devo is the ugliest Bugatti. I think it looks kind of cool. Mantra, how are you today? Nice to see you. I'm trying to read back through the chat a little bit. Oliver says, should I try getting these starts max? What do you mean by starts max? Different cars some cars like early starts, some cars like late starts, some cars like perfect starts. I'm not sure what you mean by max, but like I said, every car is very different. So not only do you got to figure out when to shift it, you also got to figure out when's the best time to launch it. And when's the best time to hit the nitrous. So it all depends on the car, really. Jasmine, what's up? How do you have more than one account on the game? My advice would be to get a second phone with a different email address on it. Now, some people have figured out how to get more than one account on the same phone, and a lot of times they end up losing one of the accounts. One of them gets erased when you start changing back and forth. So to properly have more than one account without losing one of them, you need to have 2 devices. But yeah, it's very dangerous to have 2 accounts on one device. Like, you wouldn't believe how many people lose one of the accounts. And the worst part is, normally it's their bigger, better account that ends up being erased. So yeah, I do not suggest having more than one account on the same device. Now, like on my computer, since I'm on Android, I have the emulator. And I've got like 3 different instances on the emulator, so I have 3 different accounts I can play on the emulator, but each instant thinks it's a different phone, so I just open a specific instance for which account I want. So each instant only has 1 account on it. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but right now, so I've got 2 different emulators. I've got BlueStacks and I've got LD Player. They both seem to run CSR Racing very well right now. Like today I'm playing on LD Player. I kind of feel like right now BlueStacks is probably running the game a little bit better than LD, but some updates, one may run better than the other, I think. Alrighty. I know I'm kind of losing track of whose turn it is to win, so. Quentin B says, yeah, the Bugatti Maestro is the best Bugatti in the game right now. Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty darn good. The Bugatti Bolide is amazing. The Maestro is amazing. I mean, those are probably definitely the 2 best in the game, I would say. When it comes to live racing, either one is going to be a monster. Either one of those is going to dominate live racing if you set it up the way I showed on the videos. Comet thinks something looks super ugly. You don't like the Bugatti Maestro or Minstrel or whatever? I think I call it the wrong name because I'm dyslexic. I read that one wrong. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. I like the way it looks. But, you know, not everybody likes everything, so we all have different tastes and likes and dislikes. JP says, no, Danny, no, about something. It's the Menstrual. The Bugatti Menstrual. Alright. Yeah. JP says you pronouncing it not PG, bro. Not PG, what do you mean? Fabian said I upgraded my GR Supra by a lot. Nice, my friend. That's awesome. Alrighty. So how is it running for you, Fabian? Is it doing good? Paul says I haven't finished Dress to Impress, so the Mustang costs $5 US. Really? They're trying to sell it to you for $5? Seriously? Interesting. You know, I had a really crazy dream last night. So I woke up this morning, and the last thing I remember, I was like at the bus station with this girl, and they were all leaving somewhere. And I think it was like, I was like, no, I'm not going with you guys. And they were leaving the bus station. And then I woke up. But I think it was like the zombie apocalypse was happening or something. And they were trying to get out of there. They were like trying to go somewhere else that they thought was going to be safer, and I was like, oh, I'm staying right here. It was a pretty crazy dream. But there was like, I just remember there was this blonde girl and a bunch of her friends, and I guess I was friends with them in the dream or something. I wish I always remember my dreams, because dreams get pretty interesting sometimes. But yeah, I think it was like the zombie apocalypse was going on. Some sort of horrible disaster, and everything was all crazy and messed up. It was a pretty insane dream. But I don't know, dreams don't really scare me or mess me up. Some people have bad dreams, and I don't know. Some people have bad dreams and they freak out. Me, I wake up from a bad dream and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Juan says boring. Gilbert says thank you for the race. Comet says JP is going crazy, guys. Why is he going crazy? He said he's insane in the membrane, though. Oh, there's a weird mix. Expat, how's it going, bud? So I don't think it matters too much if I'm beating my dino. Like if I'm on the races that I'm losing, if I'm losing by a lot, it probably won't matter if I beat the dino. Expat just hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. Check that out. Congratulations, my friend. That's awesome. Comet says, even though I'm a teenager, I'd prefer to avoid girls. Well, you know, that's okay. Do your thing, you know what I mean? You do you and don't worry about anything else, you know? I don't think I was interested in girls till I was probably about 17 or 18. I was so busy doing the stuff I wanted to do, I could have cared less about girls. I think when I was probably 17 was when I got my first girlfriend or whatever. But I was so busy riding my BMX bike and playing in my bands and having fun, I could have cared less about girls for a long time. All my other friends were getting girlfriends and stuff, and I'm like, nah, not interested. But eventually, you know, I started getting interested in trying to find a girlfriend. I think I found a girl that I finally liked for once. I think that was the whole thing, is I just didn't find any that I liked. Once I found one that I liked, everything changed, you know what I mean? Alright, I think I won. Aww. Terrible. Terrible. Expat, how would you know how old I was, my man? I hope I'm not 44. I don't think I'm that old. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't even know how old I am, honestly. I hate birthdays. I stopped keeping track. When I turned like 30 something, I stopped keeping track of birthdays. I actually don't remember how old I am right now, honestly. 40, yeah, I might be 43 or 44. Something like that. I'm definitely not 55. Ark said I had a girlfriend when I was a kid, but only for a few minutes. Yeah, actually, I think when I was a kid, there was a couple girls I had a crush on. Like my neighbor, I don't know, she was probably like in her late 20s or something. I was probably like 8 years old. Man, I was like so in love with her. So I guess I did have a couple of crushes when I was a kid, but when I got into the teenager years, I was too busy doing my fun stuff to care. I wanted to go jump my bicycle and do backflips on my bike. Expat says, will you do their Mercedes events? Well, I mean, if you're asking if I'm going to do it personally on my account, only if I have the cars and they're already all upgraded. Like, if I've already got all the cars, I'll probably do it. If I don't have the cars and they're not upgraded or whatever, then I'm just not going to mess with it because game cash goes too fast. I'm not really sure which cars are going to be used for it yet. I haven't really looked into that, so. Is it on the map yet today? I haven't been on the game this morning yet, so. Now, and I came right out to the live racing lobby and didn't look around. The music's loud. The music's at a pretty low volume from what I can see. I mean, I can hear the stream in the background and the music's pretty quiet. And I can see the audio meter that shows me where the music's at, and it's actually quieter than normal from what I can see. Does anybody else think the music's too loud? Here's one thing very strange that I've noticed, but different devices or different sets of headphones. Aw, dang it. Get off my screen, lady. I don't care about your gain. Get out of here. Go away. I'm trying to play CSR Racing. I hit the wrong button. There we go. But no, I've noticed one thing is on different headphones or different stereos or something. Sometimes the music can sound louder or quieter according to the voice. Now, I don't really know why that is. But I always keep the stream playing at a low volume in the background just so I can hear that everything's running and working properly. And yeah, the music sounds very quiet compared to my voice on what I'm listening to it on. Paul Jr. says, gain fresh scent. Gilbert says, I like your music. It fits the situation. Yeah, it's stuff that came off of the YouTube music library. Like, YouTube has all this stuff we can use that's not copyrighted, so kind of nice. Comment, does anybody's parents raise them to go out and get girls? I mean, I think that's a skill you normally learn on your own. Like my parents, you're not allowed to have a girlfriend. That's what I remember for most of my life, so. You can't have a girlfriend till you're 18 or something, they used to tell me. But, I don't think anybody's parents really, like, teach them to get girls, man. That's, like, your own thing. You gotta learn all that on your own, man. You gotta gain those skills. Yeah, my parents, I don't think they wanted me to do anything, honestly. My parents wanted me to stay in my room and never leave the house and not speak to anybody, basically. It was kind of a weird deal. My mom thought every person I ever spoken to was bad and on drugs and was a bad influence, even if she had never met them. Like, I would come home from school and say, "Mom, I made a new friend today," and she would say, "They're on drugs, you're not hanging out with them." Never even heard their name, never met them, nothing. That's just kind of the attitude my mom had when I was a kid. It was kind of crappy. It was like she tried to lock me up and didn't ever want me to do anything for the most part, so I never really understood why she thought everybody and everything was bad. And if I would ask my dad to go do something, he'd say, "Go ask your mom," who would always say no to everything. So, like, he wouldn't say yes to anything because he knew my mom would go nuts on him. So he would say, "Go ask your mom." Oh, it's not going to let me challenge him back. So if I wanted to do something, I just had to go do it and then get in trouble for doing it, basically. If I wouldn't have done that, I'd have never been allowed to do anything, honestly. Alright, Melon, I think we disconnected or something. K-Stone, man, thank you, buddy. I guess, are you out of here? Yep. Catch you later, bud. Thanks for coming out. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to slow down a little bit. There we go. Really nice and slow. But yeah, I mean, whatever, I look at it this way. Whatever you want to do, that's what you should do, as long as you're not doing something wrong or hurting somebody else. You know what I mean? Do you, do your thing. Don't care what other people say or think, as long as you're not doing something bad. If you're doing something wrong or ripping people off or scamming people or hurting other people, then yeah, that's not cool. But as long as you're not doing something like that, do whatever the heck you want. And don't worry about other people or what they say or what they think, you know? You can't live your life worrying about everybody else all the time. I mean, don't take that the wrong way. You know what I mean? I mean, you gotta worry about other people as well, especially like your good friends and family and stuff, but when it comes down to it, you gotta be you. You gotta be you and do your thing. And I guess it must be my turn to win. I'm really having a hard time remembering whose turn it is today. This still not feeling very good today. Like last night I felt terrible. Feel a little better today, but I'm not feeling great. Alright. I apologize if I've raced anybody and cheated them out of wins or been annoying by slowing down when I wasn't supposed to. Guy, have a good one, buddy. Catch you later. Expat says I'm married to a Thai woman now. Happy days and great food. Cool, cool. As long as she treats you good, then yeah, man, that's awesome. I don't really know what Thai food's like, but I have some friends that are Laotian, and man, they make the best sticky rice. I love the sticky rice. But I will tell you, whatever they use for like hot sauce, my gosh, your lips will be burning. It's crazy spicy, but it's so good. I didn't really eat much when they would start putting the squid sauce on it though, or the squid juice, or whatever they called it. I'm like, no thank you. No squid juice, thank you. TJ, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see ya. Been a little while. Everything going good? So my thoughts on the Huna Pegasus. I don't know anything about the car yet. I haven't done any research on it. I haven't tried to figure out any shift patterns on it yet. So more towards when that car is going to be released into the game, I'll figure it out. I don't normally like figure the cars out too far ahead of time. Personally, I don't think a lot of games like when you feature certain things too soon. Like, I don't think they really mind when we tell you guys what the cars are going to be like, but I don't think they really enjoy when you're like, you know, showing everybody stuff about the car too quickly. And there's always the possibility that it could be different when it goes live than it is currently. There's been a couple cars where people started making shift patterns for it and stuff right away, like a month or so before it actually like came out, and then when it came out, the car was very different. So normally I'm not going to try and figure the cars out till right before it's going to go live. Like at that point, it should be safe to make the video about it and safe to say that that's probably the way the car is going to perform when it does go live. But I do know it looks like it's going to be crazy fast. It looks like it's going to be a really fast car. I don't know if it's going to beat the dyno time or run slower than the dyno time or what, but it looks very interesting so far, I will say. Fabian says buy the Mini Cooper. Which Mini Cooper? Because I think the GP Works Cooper is really good, but the Tier 1 Mini Cooper, not so much. The Tier 1 Mini Cooper kind of sucks, actually. Oh, there's somebody from my crew with the crazy Mustang. The Mach E 1400. Anna, have a great day. Catch you later. But yeah, I mean, for the first car, the GTI is awesome. Comment says, no, we don't appreciate the immediate toxicity. What comment? I missed something, I think. Anna says the Hunatron being weird to shift is why I don't buy it. Yeah, it's kind of a strange car, but I still like it a lot. But yeah, I mean the GTI is the best tier 1 car that you can get easily. It does everything you need it to do for a tier 1 car, and it's easy to get parts for, so it's a very good little tier 1 car. I am hungry. I think I'm gonna make some French fries after this and put some cheese on top. That'll be yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. French fries in my tummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy. French fries in my tummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh yeah. I want some food. I'm getting hangry over here. Normally I don't eat anything before the Sunday morning stream, so towards the end of the stream I'm starting to get really hungry because, you know, it's almost 11 o'clock here and I haven't eaten anything yet, so I should probably eat something before the stream, but usually, you know, I get up, I make a video for my other channel, do a couple things, and then bam, I'm like rushing to get the stream started on Sundays, so I don't really have time to eat. Hyper is getting the munchies. Says, I gotta stop talking about food. Man, you might just need to go get some food. Paul, what is Mark Weens or Mike Wines? Expat, please elaborate. Mark Weens? Mark Wines? What is that? I don't remember if it's my turn to win or lose, so I'm going to go really slow. We got Melvin. What's up, Melvin? I'm doing good, my friend. How about yourself? Fabian says, I am not infected by this hunger. I think everybody gets hungry, my friend. Everybody. Dave Black says, I'm in the Trezzo too. I know your tune. Hee hee. I am very hungry right now. Expat said he's the biggest YouTuber in Thailand. Do you live in Thailand, Expat? I got a bad memory, so I forget where people are from. Oh my gosh. That was a race to see who could lose. Look at that, the 18-second race right there. 9 million subscribers, that's a lot. That's a lot. What kind of videos does he make? Anna says if the 992 is ever available, I am going to get it. Expat says food. Oh, he makes food videos. Okay. I wish I had 9 million subscribers. That would be amazing. I need 9 billion subscribers. Probably never happen, but that would be nice. That would be super nice, actually. Oops, sorry. Okay. Alright, so we're both in the Terzo. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. This really is a cool car. I like this car a lot. I don't think I got a good launch on that one. Fabian needs green and blue parts. Yeah, it takes so long to get the parts. It takes forever to get those parts. Like, that's one thing I really wish they would change is how slowly the elite parts roll in. Oh, it wouldn't let me re-challenge. Let's see. Nope, someone else got me. For some reason, it never lets me and Dave do more than a couple of races. Yeah, you know, I had a pretty decent amount of gold saved up and I spent it all like a crazy person. I spent all of my gold. So Hyper, the Devella 16 is a pretty cool car. It's going to be really hard to get parts for, so unless you can afford to buy the paid crates, it's not really going to do you much good, I don't think. I really like the car, and I came really close to buying it, but I didn't. But yeah, trying to get parts for it is not going to be easy. Yeah, and I think the game does give out a lot of gold, actually. Alright, Dave's busy. Alright, living in 2077 got me. But I think any car that you've got down-tuned or any car that's beating Dyno in live racing, those always get bumped super easy. Those get bumped really easily. So Fabian says, what is a down tune? Alright, so a down tune is a way to make your car beat dyno time by a lot. Some cars you can down tune, some cars you can't, but you don't really want to take down-tuned cars in the live racing because they will get pushed into a lobby where they can't win anymore very quickly. I don't like to take anything in the live racing that beats dyno time because the game will always move it into the next faster lobby many times until it's not able to win anymore. And the down-tunes beat dyno by a lot, so after a couple of wins it gets pushed quickly when you down-tune a lot. What just happened there? He ran an 8.1. Well, I don't think I like that much. Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna try to race him back. I don't know if this is one of you guys or not, but that car is what you would call having a down tune. Three, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's a very down-tuned car right there. Look at that. That was close. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I was going to win or not on that one. But yeah, I'm not a fan of down tuning. I don't like down tuning. Comment says, that was an amazing race. Yeah, it was. I wasn't sure who was going to win that time, but it was good. I love races where you don't know who's going to win. Even when we both crossed the finish line, I wasn't quite sure if I was the winner or the loser. So that was a really good race. So we're probably pretty much tuned about the same. Dark says, what does DD mean? It's basically a traction control system. And in this game, it doesn't really mean much of anything other than the car must have it in real life. It's like the direct drive system, I believe they call it. So basically, it's just traction control type of thing. But basically, the direct drive turns on all by itself. Like you don't have to do anything in this game. It just does it automatically. I'm not really even sure why they've added it to the game. Oh man, it disconnected us or something. I really don't know why they even have it on the game, because it's not really something we can control or do. It's just kind of there, I guess. Alright, we got about 10 more minutes on the stream, and then I gotta go make some food, because I am starving. Connection failed. Dark says, I don't know why I can't find you in lives. You know, sometimes the game makes it very easy, other times they make it very hard. But it's not always super easy to find somebody. I mean, there's a lot of times where I've been trying to find my crewmates or my friends or something, and I mean, we would spend 30-40 minutes going in and out of lobbies looking for each other and never found each other. There's other days where we got right into the lobby on the first try and found each other. So I think it's just like you're either lucky or unlucky on certain days when it comes to trying to find people's lobbies. Dave, you out of here, buddy. Thank you. Catch you later. Have a great day, and thanks for coming by the stream. You're awesome, my man. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I'm supposed to lose this one. I don't know. I'm just kind of out of it today. I'm tired. I don't feel good, and I'm hungry. Anna says the Tier 5 Mustang is I don't know. It seems like it's got a pretty decent live racing setup, but it's definitely not one of the best cars in the game. Hyper says, are you into cars outside of the game? Well, if I could afford nice cars, it would be cool to have nice cars, but they're nice to look at. Cool cars are cool to look at and think about, but I can't have one, so. Now, when I was a kid, I dreamed of having a Lamborghini. I thought I was going to own myself a Lamborghini Countach when I was a kid, but nope, didn't happen. But yeah, I don't really get into cars too much, honestly. I love to look at them, but that's about as far as I go into it, because I know I'm never going to have a cool car. At least nothing too crazy. These days, if I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to look for something that's going to be reliable, and get good gas mileage. I mean, that's kind of what I look for these days. But I love car games. Like, I'm a big fan of car video games. Alright, Fabian says, what should I focus on more? Izzy's Tuner Challenge, Dress to Impress, or the Tempest Legends CSR repairing or gold saving? Oh man. Okay, so Fabian, which one of those things between those events, like the Legends or the Dress to Impress or the whatever, which ones are most important to you, right? I mean, there's really no good answer as to which events you should probably focus on, because we all like different events, you know what I mean? Whichever ones that you feel would be better for you, go with that. Now, when it comes to saving gold and saving stuff like that, I mean, saving gold is a big deal, but gold's not super hard to get, I guess you would say. So you do want to try to save some gold, but don't be afraid to spend your gold either when you need to. But as far as which events you should be working on, I mean, personally, in my opinion, but this is just me, I like the Elite Tuners events, okay? I don't really care too much about the event for the Ford, alright? The Elite Tuners event for the Ford, I don't care too much about it. Me, if it were me, I would focus on getting through the normal Elite Tuners events. See, I don't like Legends. I don't like the Legends cars. I don't really care about the Legends cars. So therefore, Legends was like a whatever event to me. Whatever, don't care. I'll just do it slowly at my own pace. Now the Elite Tuners stuff, I would really love to finish it and get it done and get that Mark IV Supra, but it's taking forever to get the tokens. So that's really going to be personal preference. Alright, I forget whose turn it is to win here. So Leroy says, I buy cars that I think are fun. I live close to work and don't care about gas mileage. Well, that's cool, you know, it's nice to have fun cars for sure. I really wanted like a WRX STI really bad, but I think one of the reasons I never went to get one is it was a little bit expensive and the gas mileage was kind of not so good. Alright, so Anna, the Rocket Bunny Sylvia, if you max it out, it's a pretty darn good live racing car. Like, I don't know what it's like when it's not maxed out, but when it's 100% maxed out, for some reason, it'll win the majority of the live races without needing to beat the dyno time with no special tune. Most cars don't like that, but that car is. So that's actually a pretty cool car. Now the RX-7 Rocket Bunny looks better. I kind of like it better, but in some ways, I think if I could only choose between one or the other, I would go with the Sylvia myself. I don't think the Sylvia looks as cool, it's not as fun to drive, but in my opinion, it's a more useful car when it comes to live racing. Now you can tune the RX-7 Rocket Bunny to win some live races, but it's going to beat dyno, and then you're constantly going to have to reset the car all the time. Alright, so Anna doesn't like the Elite Tuners because it takes too long. It does take too long. The thing about the Elite Tuners though is I think the cars, except for the new Ford and the BRZ, I think all of the Elite Tuners cars are excellent. The Ford's decent, the BRZ is terrible. But I like all the Elite Tuners cars for the most part. I guess that's why I'm into them. They're fun to drive, they're good, they're fast. I mean, some of them are great live racers. In my opinion, the Elite Tuners cars, some of the Elite Tuners cars have way more going for them than the Legends cars do. I don't like the way the Legends cars drive. I don't like any of the Legends cars except for the McLaren F1. Now when it comes to like the boss cars, most of them suck. I don't know, it really just does come down to personal preference on the events. Comment says, Danny, before you end, you got to race me real quick. Didn't we race a few times, Comment? I think we disconnected or something. I'm not really sure what happened. Art says the Audi Quattro, oh my god, I can't say that word today. He says they're nice cars. I'll leave it that way. Normally I can say that word just fine. That's one of the things I normally think I pronounce correctly, and for some reason today I just can't say it. Alright. Well, Comment, let's see if we can find each other. The problem is, as soon as I come out, there's a good chance somebody's going to be grabbing me, so. But yeah, the stream's just about to end here, so. Let me give Odom another win. I'm sorry, I think I cheated you out of a win there, Odom. If so, I apologize. I'm having a really hard time paying attention to the racing today. I'm busy chatting with you guys, and alright, so he's not going to challenge me back. Man, I'm sorry if I cheated you out of some wins there. I have a bad feeling that I did. And it says, I wish the F1 car was buyable. Now, is this one of you guys? See what I mean? Comment, I pop out and bam, somebody grabs me, so. It's pretty hard to get to race who I want to race, unfortunately. Max says, good stream. Thank you, Max. I appreciate that. All right. Let me see if I can get Comet really fast. I'm not sure what he wants to show me, but it looks like he's busy. Oh, there we go. So what do you want to show me? Or are you just gonna, do you have that set up on the crazy, like, I think I know what he's gonna show me. He's gonna beat the crap out of me, isn't he? I know those two Ataras have some insane tunes. Yeah, that's what he wanted to show me. Alright, so Hyper trying to play a game, read the comments, talk to you guys all at the same time. It's all pretty distracting from each other, so. So what is it you wanted to show me, Comet? You just want to show us that your car is really fast? Look, guys, Comet beat me up. But yeah, the two Ataras have insane tunes that can make them do crazy things. David says, I don't like the rims on Comet's 2 Atara. Anna, it would be very cool if they would make all the cars purchasable, but unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I actually like the orange 2 Atara. I don't like the rims, but I do like the car. Alright everybody, I think our 2 hours is up. That's been an awesome stream. Thank you all for coming out. You guys are super amazing. I'll start working on a video for the RS7 Sportback. I'll probably have that out in the morning or something. So if you guys are waiting for that, we'll get a video on how to drive it up there. Don't you worry, that is coming very soon. I'm not sure why I don't already have a video for that one, but we'll get it up tomorrow, so. Alright everybody, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Channel supporters, thank you. Anybody who donates or becomes a channel member at some point, I really appreciate that. You guys are super awesome. It's very nice of you guys. Everybody that comes out to the streams, it's always fun to get to hang out with you guys. Thank you so much for being here and all that good stuff. Moderators, thank you. I really appreciate everybody a lot. You guys are all super amazing, but I got to get going so my stomach doesn't eat itself because it's very, very hungry right now. All right, guys. Thank y'all. You guys have a great weekend and the rest of your week and all that stuff. And catch you guys later. See ya. Lining out.